could tell me I'm not what my way and go. Yeah, I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO.
You talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance, till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
Say, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less.
It's one of the NFL's newest venues, but it's already earned a reputation as one of its best. This is US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. All bye weeks now in the rear-view mirror. We are full speed ahead in the race for the postseason. Week 15 is underway on EA Sports. He stopped on the return of the 27. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. Stays in the pocket. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw now. Looking slant route, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Niners countering with a 5th defensive back on this 3rd down. Receiver in motion, headed right. From the gun on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10 from the 41. He'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's a give up the middle. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about real power. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run. And great try at that 1st down.
From midfield on 2nd down. This finds Franklin. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's a 49er 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the... He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force a punt and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Do we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
I think you're right, because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league, and the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They send a receiver in motion right. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He puts everything behind this one. And they don't connect looking deep there, but this play's not quite over yet. There's a flag on the field. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. They're set up at the 35 now. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's brought down after a short gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
From the 37, he beams one deep right side. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Motioning left is their running back. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And oh, he drops it. He had all the space in the world. Brock, he got behind the defense, and he just looked away before he brought it in. A big missed opportunity. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Running back, motioning right. Here he is on 3rd and long. Looking for a touch. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. So we're through 1 as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. Neither side separating much so far. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. Cam Little now to attempt this field goal. This will be from 52 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get off it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks you can keep on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. To throw here on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Back on the handoff. And he works this to the 38 before going down. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Second and 4. He hauls in the interception. And the Vikings get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Here's a handoff up the gut. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Another carry for him. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He has the 1st over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. Working inside the red zone. This throw is cuffed. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
This is why it's so important not to overcommit to the team's lead runner. It went to a secondary ball carrier, and they cut him down for a big red zone stop.
They'll send him up the middle. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Now looking to throw. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings parlay the interception into points. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Little checks on the extra point. And the Vikings push their lead to 3. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. The 49ers looking down a very long field. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Looking to the air here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Vikings get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
St. Brown there to bring it in. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 29. Into the hands of Walker. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They give it to him again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Hey, that's not an easy thing to do, Kate. Not against quarterbacks and the red zone offenses in this league, but what a tremendous effort to not only get the stop, but to end it with gusto and a sack.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. So with only a single second remaining, they're going to try a field goal. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Cam Little now to attempt this field goal. This from 40 on the right hash. The kick by Shudak is good. And that'll double their lead to 6. We reach the 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He gets loose down the right side. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers throw 6 points onto their score. That is as efficient as an offense can be. 1 play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He's on the move. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
1st and 10, looking to throw. St. Brown's got it, complete. And this one does not go far. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They go play action here. Buys time, rolling right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Finds the in route complete. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They go play action on 1st. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sets the need for a splash play and delivers.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Back to the well again. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Third and long for him here. He puts some power on a deep one left. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So that brings up 4th and long.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push their lead to 4.
I know we get so enamored with a one-handed catch, an amazing throw, but I am telling you, that kick from that distance is just as impressive. The leg strength, the power, he drives it low, and he finds a way to get an enormous 3 points.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Walker hauls it in. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's a throw. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings us 2nd down at the Niners' 23-yard line.
From the 23. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. So that brought an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Simple dive up the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down. Try and pick this up on the ground. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he will get the 1st as they touch him down.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision. One, they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the 4th. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This finds Franklin. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Second and 3 now. Handoff now out of the gun. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on 1st. And not Not much doing. He stopped quickly. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Pass play now. Setting up the running back screen. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
First down from the red zone. Dumps it off to his running back. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
With that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Fullback trying to power it across. And he's in for the touchdown. The 49ers take a 4th quarter lead. If there's an argument for continuing to rely on a fullback, Brock, it is plays just like that that remind us. They're pretty good at barreling in for touchdowns when they're given the chance.
And you know the greatest fullback name ever? Maybe you need to name your son Sam Gash. Because that dude, when I think fullback, I think Sam Gash just gashing people for touchdowns.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. And they send a man in motion. Play action on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here. Brought in inside the 20. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. That holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. He'll look to throw. Finds him over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
He's throwing deep to the left side. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take a 4th quarter lead. Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings push their lead to 3. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. On 1st down, they'll run. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense to the line for 2nd down. He's dropping back to throw. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They're throwing it. And it's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He'll throw it. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Running back sent in motion. Desperation time here on 4th. Able to get it to Franklin. And he'll get it up to the 27. And they do not get a desperately needed 1st down. He doesn't make it, and they still trail after the turnover on downs. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings holding on to a field goal lead. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Here he is to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. A touchdown will put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Running for it again. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
He'll look to throw it. Touchdown, Minnesota. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Honest Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings make it a 10-point ball game. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw to begin this drive. Try and push it deep downfield. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on 1st down. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. So it's 2nd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Pass play coming here. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Oh, the ball is loose again. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there.
I think that's one of those cases, Kate, where this defense wished that ball was round. You know, it's not, and it bounces in funny ways, and unfortunately for the defense there, it bounces the wrong way right out of bounds.
And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Give to the fullback, diving straight ahead. And they take him down right along the 30. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
Last 2 plays have been tremendously efficient for this offense. Get a good gain on 1st down that sets up 2nd and short. And then like John Madden used to say, boom, that fullback moves the chains.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Going right back to the fullback, next play. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. So they are indeed kings in the north as the Vikings win it at home. Bally Sports. I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.
The broken glass of a bottle makes a Jagger rock. Right now I got two shaky hands, only one way to stop. And I haven't touched it for 7 hours, 3 minutes. Hardly up, already wanna quit quitting. Sweating in an old church basement, wishing I was. Never thought I'd say this.